LeLe back with another video, and this is a video to talk about hacks and tips that you can use during this time. I did a previous video about how to stay encouraged during this time of uncertainty. This video, I'm going to talk about some hacks and tips and hacks on how you can do what you can do during this time to protect yourself, protect those around you. And yeah, so first thing is first, when you go to get your mail out your mailbox, I would definitely suggest that you spray it with Lysol, that you get disinfectant wipes. I'm not sure. I know for the most part, a lot of post office tend to try to keep the same postal people in the area. You usually have that set person that delivers your mail. I'm not sure how it's working now, but at the same time, I think they are trying to keep, be consistent with keeping, the same people on the same routes. But in the meantime, I do, every time I go out, that's like me stepping out to get my fresh air every day. I tend to wipe down my mailbox. I tend to spray my mailbox. I tend to wipe down the mail. Some people let their mail air out. I spray my mail and I wipe my mail down, and then I tend to open it. And after I open it, I go back and I do what? Wash my hands. So definitely that's something you could do. Some people let their mail sit for a day or two before they open it up. However you choose to do it, make sure you're washing your hands, making sure you're discarding the wipes and anything. The mail, once you open it up, toss the envelopes out. Moving forward, if you are going to a bank, ATM, or you're using a touch screen at self-checkout at a store, I know a lot of people have been doing gloves, but if you're not doing gloves and you simply are doing hand sanitizer and hand washing, what you can do is use Q-tips. And this is a hack I came across online, and they said, instead of you using your finger or using your hand, get a Q-tip and push the buttons on the ATM or push the buttons on the touch screen. Some people also say if you have a stylus pen, use your stylus pen, or if you can get a spare one that you're going to use when you take out. There'll be your stylus pen that you use out. You could use that to touch buttons. I tried it last time and it did work. I had did a visit to the bank and I used the Q-tip and it actually worked. And then the lady behind me, who was social distancing, she said, okay, that's unique. And she saw that once I got done with the transaction, I tossed the Q-tip in the garbage. And, that bank had hand sanitizer. So I didn't, with the gloves, depending on how much gloves you have, some people like, I want to, when I put gloves on, it needs to be worth my while. So for that particular visit, I used the Q-tips, the hand sanitizer in the bank. And then when I got back into my car, I did another set of hand sanitizer. Another thing, when you go out, try to make your outings worth your while. Like if you got a couple of errands to run, don't run an errand here this day, run an errand that day, and do something else. If you can lump it all into one day, do that. That's what I tend to do. I try to lump the grocery shopping. If I got to toss something in the mail or whatever, I try to lump all that into one day so I'm not going back and forth. I do try to stay in as possible. As much as possible. Grocery shopping. Definitely you want to, when you go grocery shopping, it's like you going to damn battle. That's just, it ain't carefree, pick stuff up, and, you going to battle. And there's certain things you used to do that you don't do. Like, people, I know I've seen people taste grapes and strawberries and stuff. They ain't doing that now. They is not doing that now. They, or how you used to go pick up, fast food, or, you had, say if you had something like some hot fries and you wanted to taste them while you're in the car before you get home. You're not doing that now. So yeah, so getting back to the grocery shopping, it's like I said, it's like going to battle. Now you got to throw on your mask, your gloves. First thing I do is I get my mask on, get my gloves on. I'm not going to, once the gloves go on, I'm not answering my phone because I have seen too many people answer their phone, take a sip off their drink, and they got these gloves on that's been touching everything. So my thing is, if you got to answer the phone, and you got gloves on, them gloves got to come off. You got to start all over with the glove process. So me and my mindset, I tend not to answer the phone until I get to the point where I'm done with my gloves, I'm disposing my gloves, and then I'm going to catch you on the rebound with the text message or the phone, unless I know it was somebody calling me. And usually I know when I'm heading out to a store, I usually talk to my parents and my brother. And if they need something, I usually, try to solidify that before. But if I do have to end up answering the phone or responding to a text, I'm taking them gloves off. Got to start over with a fresh set. First thing you definitely should do is wipe your cart down. A lot of stores, they have been supplying disinfectant wipes, or they may be having a person there wiping the carts down and passing it to you. I've been in a store where they had the employee wiping the carts down. I still went ahead, got my own wipes, wiped it down again, because you just we not taking no chances right now. So you wipe down your cart. Like I said, a lot of people now, they're not doing all that tasting fruits and vegetables. We'll figure it out. We hope it's sweet. We'll make it do what we do. And with the grocery shopping, you want to me. I'm on a every 2 week schedule, so I try to get enough for 2 weeks. I know there's some people that's been buying a month worth of stuff, but for me, a month worth of stuff, it has to be in a situation where I can freeze it, or it's in a package or something that it won't spoil. Because me buying too much stuff, just at a certain point, I'm not gonna capture all of it, and I don't want any food to spoil. So I usually try to get enough fruits and vegetables for 2 weeks worth. I don't surpass that, just because that fruit and stuff can start going bad. So that's just my game plan. Some people have to go to the store weekly because they got kids or spouses with at-home stomachs, but I don't have all that, so I can make it work for 2 weeks. So I'm doing it every 2 weeks thing, and for the most part, it has worked out. I did notice my shopping budget, my grocery budget has increased because I do have to cook more. And when life was normal, there might be a day or two a week where you might, would it eat out with friends, or there was an event going on and you knew it was food there, or you might buy, certain food that you knew could stretch you. If you did carry out, or you went out to dinner and you took leftovers, and stuff could carry you to, 2 days, or you just knew, I'm gonna be out late, I'm just gonna grab a sandwich or a burger on the way home. And you would do that in the midst of cooking and putting stuff together. So you may not have been cooking every single day, and it worked. Now you almost like cooking every single day. So I noticed my grocery budget has doubled and tripled. It really depends on. So I'm trying to be very strategic in what I actually need. And also, I think groceries prices have went up, because it's gas went down, groceries have went up. Another thing, I tend not to go to the clerks, the cashiers at the grocery store. I am to cut down on human interaction out. I tend to go to the self checkout areas, and usually they do have a clerk attending to the self-checkout area. And I do want to shout out to Mariano's. I went to a Mariano's one time, and that lady was on it. Every time a customer left that station, she was right over there spraying, wiping down disinfectant, spraying, wiping down disinfectant. And she had like a plastic shield on her face with a mask. She was spraying, wiping down. And when I was during my transaction, she was on it. Every time a customer left that area, she'll go over there, spray it, wipe it down, make it happen. So shout out to that. Shout out to Mariano's on that, because you know you like to see that. You know, the staff is on it. Target, I noticed Target staff, they are also on it. A couple of times I went to Target, they have a staff member there wiping the carts down, spraying the carts down, and you know that's good to see that they are having people do the cleaning and precaution measures. But lately I just been doing self checkout. Same apply. I have the gloves on. If I don't have the gloves on, I am doing the Q-tips, or like I said, you could use a stylus pen. I discard my gloves before I get into the car. I get my bags together. I am not getting into the car with those gloves on. Them gloves are being discarded before I get into the car, and I'm automatically going to hand sanitizer. How to handle groceries when you get home. One thing I do not put my grocery bags on the table. Won't be doing that no time soon. I put my grocery bags on the floor. I run a sink of water with dishwasher detergent, and I put bleach in the water. I am wiping down every single thing. Boxes, the cereal boxes, the Pop-Tart box, you know, you get the bags of rice. I am wiping down every single thing. I am taking fruits and vegetables out of those bags, out of those containers, and I'm putting them into my own personal Rubbermaid bowls, Rubbermaid containers, and tossing all those bags and those containers out. And by doing that, I feel like the fruit lasts a little longer, putting them in the Rubbermaid totes and stuff. I didn't do it in the past. I would keep the grapes in the grape bag. I would keep the strawberries in the little clear plastic box. But now that I'm moving stuff into my containers, it seems like they're lasting longer and staying fresh. So I think I'm gonna continue to do that practice anyway, because I know some people saying, so what about oranges? And honey, I dumped the oranges in the water. Don't call them people like, what? You know, the orange has the peels, the lemons have the peels. I dump it a little bit in the water, rinse it, and put it in a container. And you know, because you're not eating the peels of the orange, you're not eating the peels of the lemon, you know, so that's just what I'm doing. And you know, hey, I'm discarding all the plastics. I used to do reusable bags, but with reusable bags right now, you have to automatically throw those in the washer. Or you have to, if they're the plastic reusable bag, you have to wash them down with the bleaching water and let them air out. I tend to use those type of bags versus the bags that gotta go into the washer. Clothes, whatever clothes I have worn out is automatically to the laundry. Automatically to the laundry, to the washer. Shoes that I wore outside, they stay outside, in the hallway area. I try not to walk those into the house. I try to spray those right away. Try to spray those with some Lysol, or put some, you know, get some wipes on them. That's how we work. Wipe down your purse, wipe down your keys. I even tell people, for those people who are using cash, I was telling people I wipe down the coins with the disinfectant wipe. I spray the dollars and let them air dry. People look at me, what? I'm like, yes, I do that. And you know, you should during this time right now, because we don't know. They might up and say one day. I mean, we do have drive-up ATMs, but just feel like maybe everybody should have a little cash on them right now. I know a lot of places and stuff, people like, let me move to cards and stuff, but I don't think it hurts to have just a little bit cash. I'm not saying, and I'm being aware of theft and robbery as well, so I'm not saying have a ton of cash on you. I am saying to, you know, have some cash within reach. Just in case. I'm trying to think of other things. This is the time to really try to boost and build up your immune system. I am no medical expert. I do have a couple of healthcare professionals that are family members that's been coaching us and giving us tips. And my aunt, for example, is telling us you do things to build up your immune system. So there are, raspberries and strawberries and blueberries. Take those. I take cod liver oil pills every day with a meal. That helps boost your immune system. And the one I'm taking, they're actually good, and they actually because I had a little stiffness in my knees, and I know since I've been taking this cod liver oil pills, they've been kind of helping me with my knee issues, because it's help with the bone and calcium. So that really helps. Hot tea, they're telling people to drink a lot of hot liquids. They're also telling people to drink their H2O. As I was telling people, I have no problem minding my business, but drinking my water, that's been a I'm not a fan of water, but I've been trying to, force myself to drink something like this, fill this up and try to drink this down each day, to get water, and because water helps flushes out, toxins and all that good stuff. And, I think they said lemon and orange peels, to boil those in water and let the aroma simmer through the house, and it help passageways and your nasal passages. And so we're all trying to do things to help build up the immune system. Strong immune system does tend to help combat this virus. And also, the more healthier you can be, not to get these other underlying health issues, because that's been a factor too in fighting, is what other underlying health issues do you have. And it's important to, take care of yourself. I'm trying to think, you all may have got or starting to get these nice little things called stimulus checks. Let's go put those up, shall we? If you're not paying bills or taking care of some immediate matters with those, put it up. Just put it up. This is not the time to go splurge on, online shopping, or go buy up some stuff. Unless it's something that some things you want to do around your house. But I would really say be smart with that money. Put it up. For me, I'm putting it up. It's going to go towards different things, but it's going to be different things that matter. So, and everybody, that's another thing. Stop asking people if they got a stimulus check. Everybody do not want to tell their business. And I mean, I was just baffled about people call and text, did you get your check? Did you get a check? That's my business. Why you worry about what I got? But it's just like, and then people bragging about they got the check. Let me tell you something. We would rather be back to normal than getting stimulus checks. How about that? People would rather have their normal salaries resumed, getting their side hustle monies on, doing all the things, versus getting a stimulus check. So let's not brag about that, shall we? Just, you get it, great, put it up. You didn't get it, it's coming. Those, yeah. So yeah, let's just stop that. What else? I know me personally, I'm trying not to be on the news all day, every day. Personally, I don't want to watch TV. I think this is the most TV and movie watching I have done, because 9 times out of 10, I am really like gone and off to a meeting or at a program or working or doing something. So this is the most TV watching, and I'm trying not to get into that habit of just melting away and riding away on watching TV. So yeah, read, pick up a new hobby. As I was encouraged, get back into YouTube content. That's what I've been trying to do, but I do work from home, so I do have to find other ways to break free and decompress. So yeah, so just try to do some things to be at peace. I know, so cut down the news. Something that I probably gonna start doing moving forward. I believe in hot baths. I believe everybody need to sit their butt down in the bathtub every now and then. I know some people, they just in and out with showers, but I really do believe you should be sitting in a hot bath. And that's one way I have always been able to relax and decompress. Is a hot bath, candles. So something I added now was like the spa, spa music and the nature sounds, and letting that play while I soak. And I did that the other day. It was my first time using the little, and it was really peaceful. And I slept like a baby. I slept like a baby. First time in quite a bit. It was, was able to listen to that, and as I got dressed for bed that evening, had it going and just slept like a dream. So just doing things like that. A lot of people encouraging meditation during this time. A lot of people encourage maybe watching some on TV or a movie that's just, gonna make you laugh and be silly for a moment, not too serious all the time. So whatever you need to decompress, stay in touch with people. I don't have that problem. I get several phone calls a day, and I'm making phone calls, and like I said, there's still people I got to call, and they're gonna get me when I do call them. But getting texts, just everybody's just staying in the loop. Keeping up with people on social media, laughing at them and what they saying, and so yeah, just staying connected. I don't feel like that's the problem. Staying connected, just cooking every day, and yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, but I can't wait and wait to better times, and staying spiritually connected. We've been having some amazing virtual Bible studies. Been watching some prayers, some online prayer groups that's been taking place. There've been prayers by phone. So the saints are out here praying. We are praying and manifesting. I think brighter days are gonna be. My heart, my soul, my spirit is telling me June is gonna be our breakthrough, not May. And I know how the country is wanting to open back up in May. My heart and my spirit, I tell people, my gut and my spirit don't never lie to me. I think June is gonna be the breakthrough month for us. I think it's gonna be the breakthrough month. That's when it's gonna be a slow progression back. That's gonna be the start. And I'm optimistic that the rest of this year will be okay. I'm not a medical expert, but usually when my gut tell me something right, it's right. Usually when my gut tell me something is wrong, it's wrong. But in my spirit, I'm feeling like June is gonna be the breakthrough month. So I'm not mad if they say let's hold this off, to mid to late May. I get it. Because I want us to live. I want all us to continue to live and be prosperous and be healthy. I want to let the people who need the services, and the people who need the help, they need to get the help. And we not out here being stupid, and we listening, and we taking heed to what's being said. So with that, I'm gonna stop because we're past we close to 25 minutes. I'm gonna stop there. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. Insecure is back on, and I do review the show Insecure on HBO on Sunday evening. So stay tuned. Peace out.